Hey, today I'm talking about 3 adaptations of John Green novels. And the names of those 3 films are Let It Snow, The Fault in Our Stars, and Paper Towns. First up is Let It Snow. This is a 2019 film with such an incredible cast. I mean, like, you got Isabella Merced, Shameik Moore, Liv Hewson, Kiernan Shipka, Jacob Batalon, the incredible Joan Cusack, and so on and so forth. The basic premise is it's Christmas Eve, but wouldn't you know it, it's snowing a lot outside. And that ruins everyone's Christmas plans. But maybe it's actually going to bring everyone together. And yeah, no, this film was so delightful and charming. Like, there is so much charm in this story. It's almost overwhelming how much charm there is. There's a lot of different storylines, and it's one of those classic ones where they all come together in the end for like the big end thing. But like, that works really well, honestly, because like, even if there's a storyline I don't really super care for, we don't stay with it for that long. So we move on to the ones that I do actually care about. I really loved Isabella Merced. I mean, I'm a big fan of her in general. Some of the sadder moments didn't play the best. All the stories, but in particular in hers, I don't think it was her fault. I don't know if the director knew how to capture those moments the best. But like, despite that, all of the charm that happens, like all the flirty stuff, was so much fun with her. I also crazy loved the storyline with Kiernan Shipka. There was definitely an awkward moment that didn't play right, kind of an emotional reveal, but like every other beat in that storyline was a lot of fun, and again, great chemistry between her and her partner. I mean, really all of the storylines were a lot of fun. Like, I don't think there was one I particularly really didn't care for. All of them definitely had at least a moment where they really tickled me. But again, the standout is definitely Isabella Merced because she's just so adorable. So yeah, no, I really enjoyed this film and I would totally recommend it. If you want a good, fun, cute little Christmas movie that'll tickle you and make you feel good, look no further. It's a lot of fun. It does have some flaws, but I think it's easy to look past those flaws because the funness and charm of the film make up for all of its pitfalls. So yeah, no, it's a cute, fun little Christmas movie that's definitely worth a watch. Next up is The Fault in Our Stars. This is a 2014 film starring Shailene Woodley and Ansel Elgort, and is probably responsible for kicking off the whole dying girl subgenre that exists in teen movies and whatnot. The basic premise is Shailene plays this girl who's dying, and she meets a boy at group therapy that was dying, but now he's not, and they fall in love, and there's the romance thing. There's definitely a lot of chemistry between the 2 leads. I do like both the leads. They worked well together here for sure. And there were definitely moments and stuff that I really liked a lot, like the part where they're basically holding a book discussion whilst in the background the best friend character is like having a complete mental breakdown. That was really fun and interesting. I also liked the recurring thing about how pain demands to be felt. I think that's a beautiful sentiment that like we shouldn't just, you know, bottle up our pain. We should be allowed to feel our emotions. That's definitely something I can get behind for sure. I didn't really believe these 2 as teenagers. They definitely look like 2 people in their 20s. I thought it was really weird that they had their first kiss at Anne Frank's house. I get that there's a whole thing with stairs, but like there's so many other places with like iconic stairs that she easily could have walked up to. And like there's probably a metaphor in there somewhere too with Anne Frank, but like it's still just, it's a weird place to have a first kiss. And also Willem Dafoe's in this, surprise cameo. And I always love seeing him. But I feel like there just wasn't a lot else going on. Like they definitely filled the movie with things, but like it was kind of just the romance and just the dying people stuff. And like there kind of needed to be like another layer to it to keep my interest, really. Yeah, there's the whole stuff with the book and Make-A-Wish things, but like, I don't know, that just wasn't as meaty of a thing as I wanted it to be. It kind of felt more surface level. Like it's pretty clear why the main character is so obsessed with this book. And I think like more so exploring that would have been more interesting, like showing her interacting with her family more and why she loves them and why she fears for them would have been good, but they're kind of just in the background. I will say though, I crazy love the soundtrack. It has a great soundtrack. Would I recommend this movie? Yeah, probably. Like, it's not a hard recommend, but I do know that other people like it a lot more than me, so there's a decent chance that you would be one of those people. It's definitely not my favorite dying girl teenage film. That, without a doubt, is Me and Earl and the Dying Girl. I crazy ridiculously love that movie. It is a perfect movie. Go watch that movie. Whereas this one's just fine. It's alright. It's passable. It works. So yeah, I don't know. And lastly is Paper Towns. This is a 2015 film starring Nat Wolff and features Cara Delevingne. And the basic premise is it's about this nerdy, awkward boy who has a creepy crush on his hot next door neighbor. But then wouldn't you know it, one day she chooses him to go on an adventure with. And this pushes his obsession with her to an extreme, but people see it as a good thing. And yeah, it's basically a mystery of like, what happened to this girl next door because she suddenly disappears. And I do think the story could be told well. I don't think they told it well here. I really truly did not care for the main boy in this. There is a nuancedness. You want to play someone who's obsessed with someone so that it doesn't fall into like the creepy, strange category, but like he did not nail it here. And also just like the characterization of him in general. The entire adventure he goes on with her, it was just like pulling teeth. I get, you know, being cautious and whatnot, but like once you're in it, dude, just commit. You've already committed crimes. Just keep going with it. You're along for the ride. Have your character arc during this part of the movie, not just suddenly after it. Like I could understand if maybe the first or second stop along the way is where he's like still trepidatious. But then after that, have him almost a little too ballsy, pushing things a little too far. Because he just, you know, doesn't understand the line. I did like Cara. She's not in here a ton, but I feel like she was doing something I haven't seen her do before, so that was nice. And I personally did like the end because I feel like that's a good ending for what this story is. I was talking to a friend of mine about it. She didn't particularly care for the end, and I can understand why, because it's not exactly what you expect it to happen, but like I just feel with how they characterize the main boy, I feel like this is the best ending for that. So yeah, I didn't particularly care for this movie. It wasn't didn't liked, but it wasn't unliked either. It's just kind of okay. So would I recommend it? No. It's an easily skippable one for sure. Alright, now about today's rankings. First up, we got Let It Snow, sitting number 19 in the White-like section. And then after that is The Fault in Our Stars, sitting number 36 in the liked section. And then bringing up the rear, rightfully so, is Paper Towns, sitting number 40 in the meh section. And this is out of a total of 45 old movies so far this year.